Good morning, Azeroth. Now, as I'm taking some time from Minecraft to figure out exactly what I'm going to do next on our tower project, I figured I could pull us through a little leveling walkthrough in World of Warcraft for those of you who enjoy this game. Now, as you can see, I have several different characters. Don't mind he has no pants. She's the one wearing them right now. And I'm going to go with a class I don't have, level capped anyway, and we will make a mage, undead, my preference. First off, the face has to change. We'll go with the normal one. Skin, yeah, let's go green. Hairstyle, let's go with this one. That don't look too bad. Hair color, let's go with that. Features, not really fond of that one. I really wish they'd have the lack of a jaw that they have for the males, for the females. Nah, yeah, we'll go with this one. And a name. A name. Right, that last one. What was that? Chimera. I kind of like it. I don't know why. So, that name is unavailable. Okay. Okay, how about this one? There we go. Okay, starting from scratch. Now, despite my list of other characters, I am going to try to resist the temptation to send this character any type of money or gear. We're going to do that on our own. And we're going to skip over this. Okay. Okay, we'll take that. And we're going to need to put on auto loot. And is it in display? No. There it is, action bars. Love my action bars. Gotta have them all up. Let's see. Now, I have not played a mage since pre-Cataclysm. So, a lot of this stuff for the class is very new to me. So I'm just gonna... Okay, Blink's at level 7 now. I used to get that. I think it was level 20 you used to get that. Deep Freeze. I have a love-hate relationship with that when it comes to any type of CTF PvP. I do not want to join your guild. Okay. Take you. Hello there. Big guy. Poke. Down we go to where the original spawn point. Original spawn point used to be right here. And you would spawn here, you'd go up there, and this quest did not exist at one point. This is back in the old days of Classic. And the way I see it, it was more of WoW's glory days. I much preferred it the old ways. I don't know why. Call me sentimental. Okay. Ball 18. High damage and slowing. What happened to just a simple fireball? Pretty sure this was a talent at one point, back when there were actually talent trees. Which is one thing I'm very, very disappointed that they got rid of. It diminishes the the individuality of everyone. Nowadays, you just have these different tiers every, I think it's 15 levels, and it's just, you have 90,000 other people who have the exact same setup you have, and if you have the wrong setup, people will whine and complain and tell you you're doing it wrong, you're playing it wrong, and I don't know, gives people too much of, I don't know how to really describe it, it's just aggravating. Whereas back in the glory days with the talent trees, it was a 1 in a million chance if you found someone with the exact same talent layout that you had. See, do I have, no, just kill them in general. Money, money, money. Just a little bit of money at a time. And move this over here. Why are these listed here? I don't... Why? But I... glitch much? Take that off and that off. That and that. Okay. Although one thing I can say I am thankful they did with this game is making, oh, level up, is making mounts account bound. You know, I mean, I'm thankful for it, but at the same time, it does make it a little bit too easy, but it does save you server-wide money because you don't have to fork out money for each individual character to buy the training and the mount. But then again, the low-level mounts aren't nearly as expensive as they used to be. All of you classic players out there will remember the basic land mount at level 40, which only gave you a 60% increase, and the fact that it cost a total of, I believe it was 100 gold. Yeah, about 100 gold total. It was 10 gold for the mount and 90 for the training, assuming you were revered, I think, or honored. I don't remember which. And the even more veteran players will remember when if you say this is classic, and I'm an undead who wanted to ride a raptor, I would have had to get to Exalted with the Darkspear Trolls, which was no easy task at all, because while you could go back and do the newbie land quests, the higher the level you were, the less reputation you earned from the quests, and it made it very, very difficult. If you wanted a specific racial mount for your character, you were best off going to taking your character at newbie town level to their newbie town and doing that faction's quests as you progress. And if I remember correctly, the mount training in the original Warcraft, while they did fix this eventually, obviously, it was not universal. You had to get specific training for specific mounts, and not every character could ride every mount. Like, you could not have Tauren riding a raptor or an undead skeleton horse. Tauren could only ride Kodos and I believe wolves, and that was it. Whereas nowadays, anybody on that faction can ride that mount. And it's still kind of amusing to me to see a male Tauren, the beefy male Taurens, riding a goblin tricycle. Although I do have to say, it's a little more amusing seeing a troll ride. I don't know about the females, but the males riding the goblin trike, their feet actually drag along the floor. Do. Big pile of corpses just for you.
Speak quickly. Remember.
There's your corpses. Now get this ginormous guy away from me.
Hello.
Okay, get some new boots, and we level up again. Okay. See, I don't see the point of them having the trainers around much anymore. Simply because you don't train anymore. You gain your abilities as you level up. Whereas in the old days, these trainers all served a purpose more than just introducing you to your level 3 or 4 whatever skill. You actually had to spend your money, your hard-earned cash, and oops, forgot about Lillian Voss. You actually had to spend your hard-earned money every 2 levels and learn and be taught different ranks of your skill. You didn't just learn it automatically, and they didn't gradually, gain power as you leveled up. You actually had to learn different ranks of it. And then once you hit level 60, the original level cap, whoops, I'm pretty sure this wasn't introduced. I could be wrong, I'm a little fuzzy on the details, but I'm pretty sure this wasn't introduced until somewhere around excuse me, somewhere around Zul'Gurub's appearance, the emergence of tomes. You find them nowadays as just vendor trash and you get 10 gold for it. Meanwhile, they were highly sought after in the old days. You could go to the auction house and find a couple of them, and they would be in there for hundreds, thousands of gold, depending on what ranking skill the book was, and obviously how in demand it was. I remember my first serious character was an undead rogue, and I remember forking out I got lucky and found it. I think it was backstab 9 or something, and forked out 150 gold for it. Now, it may not seem like a lot today, but back in the old days, 100 gold was a lot of money. You didn't, accumulate nearly as much gold and silver as you do now. Nowhere close. And I think the reason you accumulate it so fast nowadays is because of the fact that you don't have to train in your class. The only training you have to do is your profession. And so you have all this excess money, and it makes the game remarkably easy. Almost annoyingly so. Not to mention the fact that I would not be almost ready to leave Newbie Town yet, if I recall correctly. It took you a while to level up. Your first 10 levels may have gone, a little bit quick-ish, but it took you time and effort, a lot of effort, to level up. I remember I actually kept track of time on, I believe it was a hunter that I never really, I think I got her up to level 56, and then I stopped playing her for some reason. I really don't remember why. Anyway, I tracked her progress from in playtime up to level 40, and it took a total gameplay time of 7 days. Whereas I tracked my current main's progress from 1 to 40, actually from 1 to 60, and it took total gameplay time of 1 day. Which is, if you were in Classic, that would be unheard of. You would have, the only way you could have gotten levels that fast would be by buying your levels. Or power leveling or something. Even then, it might be pushing it. Let's see, what do I get next? Fire Blast. Another one you didn't get until a lot later. You didn't get Counterspell till a lot later either. I don't think you got Polymorph until about 2022. Arcane Explosion used to have a casting time on it. Unless you put the talent points into it. Then it costs. Then if you put, I think it was all 5 points, then it would have an instant cast. But I think it had like a 1.5-second cast or something like that, or a 1-second cast or somewhere around there. Don't really remember. It's been so long. I also had to quit playing for 3 years, so I missed the whole Cataclysm era. So the only bits I know of that happened with the Cataclysm expansion, whoops, don't know what happened there. But the only things I know that happened involving the Cataclysm expansion is what I have read about and experienced through gameplay. Not happy about a lot of it because I do believe that's when they got rid of the talent trees, which I still don't understand why. Oh, we had a friend go offline. Okay. Okay, we just need to kill 2 more baby spiders. Poor baby spiders. And splat. Do 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 do. win. And if I was artistic enough, part of me would try to recreate this in Minecraft, but I'm not nearly artistic enough, and it would take a lot of planning and even more materials to even begin to figure out how I would begin to do this. Okay, we will turn this in.
Ask of death.
Get a new chest piece. Port to Darnell.
Our enemy is abound.
Do 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 do. Oop. Okay, we will turn this into you, and we will take our. What is this? Looks cool. We'll take it. Not that it really matters. It gets replaced anyway, several times over. Okay, and we shall pick up next time. I don't want to extend this video too long, so this is Alec Pie. If you enjoyed the video, please put a comment, or a like rather. Comments are appreciated too, and we will see you next time.